Christmas carol or other kind of tune. And I wanted to explain to you what an arrangement is. Anytime you hear a familiar tune anywhere, on the radio or on television, or somebody playing it on the piano or playing it in any configuration of instrument, somebody sat down and decided how that tune was going to be arranged. They decided what kind of instruments, what kind of sounds, what kind of style. And on the piano, we all did the same thing. A lot of kids chose to do an arrangement, and they decided how their version of their traditional carol or whatever was going to sound. And so it was really neat. We'd go through the process of having them pick out the melody by ear and write it down, and then we'd say, well, what kind of style? Do you want it to be traditional or jazzy or slow and flowing? We kind of get an idea of how it was going to sound, and then we talk about different kinds of ways we could make that happen, and then they'd add a left hand, and then they'd fill in the right hand, and before you know it, you have some really great sounding arrangement. A lot of them I have felt like are absolutely as good as anything that I go out and buy in a book for somebody to play. So anyway, it was a neat project, and so you'll notice that sometimes it'll say, like on the first here, it'll say arranged by Alfred. Well, sometimes it'll say arranged by Gazinski. And you'll know that that's the student, okay? So just follow your program. There are some compositions, as you know, as usual, and there are some texts. If you didn't get those, you might want to read along. Some of the compositions you'll notice don't have the full text. They're a shortened version of, the music will be a shortened version of the long text. Some of them are very long and a lot of fun, but we didn't do music to the whole thing. Anyways, as best I can tell, we are pretty much all here. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started with Drew. Where is Drew? And in case any of you don't remember, we don't clap until after both pieces are finished, okay?
This is our Christmas tree, Christmas 95, and it's one of the prettiest trees we've ever had. Here's Laurel taking a nap by the Christmas tree. Hi, Laurel. You want to say Merry Christmas?
Cheer up your little sister. Okay.
It's really, really dark.
Come here.
It really is a pretty tree.
Let's take the tree some too. Okay? Now the lights are on. You can see the ornaments.
Well, don't. Let's see the bald angel. Is bald because he's losing his hair.
I asked you not to touch me. We give out medals for whoever in each group has gotten the most memorized pieces during the year. And you have to have at least 8 memorized pieces for the year to get a ribbon. So we have medals and ribbons. So I'm just going to start with the first class that I have here. This class is our one class that we have that's all boys. And in that class, Jeremy wins the medal with 22 pieces memorized for the year. Jason gets a medal for 9 pieces memorized, and gets a ribbon for 9 pieces memorized, and Justin gets a ribbon for 12 pieces memorized. Now this next one is pretty amazing. This is one of the little kids' classes, and typically the little kids memorize a lot more than the older kids because their pieces are so short, but in this case we're really getting into a lot more. In this class, Emily wins a medal with 100.5 pieces memorized. And Sophia gets a ribbon for 81.5 pieces memorized. And, it's really up there anyway. And Jimmy gets a ribbon for 50 pieces. Where's Jimmy? There you go. And Jonathan gets a ribbon for 30 pieces. Okay, the next one is for the big kids class. And in this class, the winner who gets the medal is Lisa Rich, who played earlier, but she had to leave with 12 pieces. But Autumn has 11 pieces, and Laurel has 10. And in the big kids class, that's a lot of pieces. Okay, this is another little kids class. In this class, Annie gets a medal, Annie Freeman, for 49 pieces. And in that class, Anna Siegel gets a ribbon for 35 pieces. This is a class full of Annas. And Anna Murate gets a ribbon for 32 pieces. And Rachel Gilbert gets one for 8 pieces. Where's Rachel? There you go. And I'm going to give Lauren Price a ribbon for 8 pieces because she had her 8 pieces, but she wasn't in a group. She was in a group to herself. Okay, in the next class, this is medium kids class. This Jared Coons gets a medal for 31 pieces. And Becky gets 26.5 pieces. And let's see, Rachel gets 10 pieces. And Katie Buck has 9. Where's Katie Buck? Okay, 2 more classes to go. Okay, and the next one, Kenda gets a medal for 17 pieces. Another big kid one. And Audrey has 10 pieces. And Lori has 13.5. 14. Okay. And Cole has 8. He's looking at me surprised, but Cole has 8. Okay. Okay. And the next class, there's only 2 kids in that class. April gets a medal for 20 pieces. I guess she's not here. And Miles gets 10 pieces. Okay, Miles. So before we go, let me just remind you of a couple things. We have refreshments and everything out in the hall, but we can't bring anything in here or it'll cost me $100. And I'll send you all the bills, so don't bring any food in here. And a couple more things. My friend and I, Valerie, have written a composition book, and it's finally out, and it's by Alfred, and I put copies of it out and around in case anybody wanted to look at it. Some of you will I'll be sending you to the store to buy some. And if you have not gotten your information to me about summer lessons, please get that to me right away because I'm going to be scheduling those at the first of next week. So thanks for a great year.